glass of wine, but I can't help thinking we're wasting time. So would you die for me? So would you lie for me? Some stupid to say it makes you smile. Little things like that make it worth the while. 'Cause I would die for you. And I would lie for you. See every second focused on you. So I would run through fire just to touch you. Black and blue, so don't worry, baby. I got you, baby. And I would swim through oceans just to kiss you. Black and blue, so don't worry, baby. I got you, baby. Say, boy, crazy must be your favorite line. But I'm just trying to make you realize that when you're all alone, you can call on me. Just pick up the phone. I'll be there for you all night. Yeah. See, every second focused on you.
Welcome everybody to Everyday People, the Pacifica chapter. My name is Crystal.
And I'm Linkatoa here. Hey, welcome to Everyday People.
And our special guest, Mr. Stan Walker, is in studio with us today.
Who needs no introduction?
No introduction. We're sorry if we're a little bit nervous. We have a live audience today, so.
Girl, did I say I was nervous? Did I say I was nervous?
Okay, sorry, only I'm nervous.
Hello. Oh my gosh, she swears. I feel like she knows me. Have we met? No, but we are so excited to be here. We are here with our special guest. So we're just going to get right into it because he is a busy, busy man. We have the one, the only, Stan Walker. How are you?
I'm very good. Half asleep, so if my eyes look like they're down there, they've been there.
Wake up.
They look like little slits.
He's still awake. He's here, guys.
He's awake though. So, well, welcome to Utah. Let us know how you're feeling. This is first time here.
Beautiful place. We've just, we're just taken back by the mountains. As soon as we got here, it was snowing. So we came from Hawaii. We jumped on the plane in our shorts, our t-shirts. We got off the plane. Lucky I knew it was going to be cold. And we chucked our clothes on. It was freezing. But then the snow came out. And yeah, just seeing the mountains has just been beautiful. It's so big, open and clean. I went to BYU.
Yeah, BYU. We saw that. We saw that.
Straight up, that was one of the most incredible experiences I've ever had.
That's awesome.
We know nothing about colleges back home in Aotearoa.
Right.
BYU is I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But they had him there.
I'm kidding everybody. Okay,
Our
there's love for everybody.
universities are like nowhere near on that level. And I think it's just the patriotism here and the way that they support, way that Americans support things here is on another level.
Absolutely.
And I love it, eh?
Right.
Actually, it's something to take back home to Aotearoa. We're quite like reserved and sometimes a little bit like, a bit too reserved about things.
Well, you lost us at reserve because we are far from reserved, as you can tell. I'm just kidding. No, but we are very, very passionate people. But we did see that video at BYU, and the energy just seemed out of this world there.
Yeah,
Man, honestly, all of us boys were all half asleep because we just landed, we got ready, and then we were there. But everybody wanted to experience it, and it was beyond what we thought. Like even our biggest teams of like rugby and rugby league,
it's not like that.
And that's college.
Yeah.
I was like, my kids are gonna come to college.
BYU, you guys heard that?
No, I'm just kidding. No, BYU's dope, but yeah, they always show out whenever they have guests that are there.
Yeah.
But we also saw you were at a church last night as well.
Yes, we had a welcoming, which was so beautiful. It was the first first time being in America and being welcomed by Native Americans, which I've been waiting for a long, long time. Not that like, I deserve a welcoming, but I've just been waiting to. I've always wanted to go to a powwow, and that's the closest thing. And so that whole time, man, I was like fizzing. Everybody else, I don't know what they thought that I was thinking, like, because my eyes are just down here.
But we're busy.
But the whole time.
They're like,
just
sir, why are your eyes slanted like that?
it's like, wake up! I am awake. But no, it was emotional and it was beautiful, and just seeing all the different cultures represented there. Like, I felt like we were in New Zealand for a bit, because it just felt like we were back home. And then when people were like, "Hey, Stan Walker," I was like, "Yeah, well, we're here. We're in America."
Yeah.
But no, it was beautiful. Just the way that we've just been looked after since the moment we got here. It's just been incredible. And so I'm excited to do the show.
Yeah.
Like, first time here. It's cold as heck, but you know we're ready to turn up. We're ready. Me and my team are ready to go. And a lot of all my boys all have family here, so they've been taken from the moment that we got to the airport. Their families were there. They've just started taking them. They've
That's
taken them
good.
to all.
So
like,
you've eaten
overfeeding
well.
it. Oh,
So you've eaten well.
sorry. We've been eating too well.
Yeah.
Like, we literally just finished a feed and then we're going to another buffet
Yes.
for another cope-up, another thing that we're doing. And I'm like, man,
Well,
I
buffets
can't
seem
breathe.
to be the thing here in Salt Lake. We
That's our
all
love
love a good
language.
buffet.
That's
It is our love
Polynesian
language, like
for sure.
the fourth.
Yeah,
They're
honestly,
like, "You'll
straight
never
up.
starve."
But it's been so good. And last night they made a lot of like homemade stuff,
Yeah.
which we were like excited about. But I just finished eating In and Out just before we got.
Oh, come on, the in and out.
And-
It's like, so I don't want your home cooked meal. I just had a messy
Well, I
fries or
forgot
whatever they
that I
call it.
forgot that we're having a big
Animal.
gourmet, so I was like, oh. But honestly, it was just beautiful, and just the way that people have been towards us and to us. So, yeah.
Well, the word's out there. We're so excited that you're here. We're gonna kind of like just jump right into your show that's happening. But first, I just want to like talk about your documentary that I just saw for the first time yesterday with the whole stomach cancer.
Oh, true.
Oh yeah, same.
Wow. I mean, I've never seen it before. Just kind of watching you just go through what you have and how passionate you are about your family, especially your mom. I'm kind of going through something with my mom as well, kind of like that.
Yeah.
So it totally hit home. You know what I mean? And then after watching that and how many people in your family had passed away from it, and just you sitting at the cemetery, dude, it was just so emotional and just so raw, and just the passion that you have for your culture, for your parents is just amazing. And then after watching your music video, I Am, after
Right.
that, dude, I'm like, I listen to that every morning anyways. I don't know what you're saying, but it's just such a powerful, powerful song.
And even though seeing all of your music after that documentary, I was still like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen with his voice?
No,
Even though I
same.
already knew, yeah,
Same.
that was so amazing though. That's quite the journey
Yes.
from going through that and then strengthening your voice back to where it is now.
So has that kind of helped change or like have a shift in your career or like mentally or?
Oh, definitely. I think after something like that, anything kind of a big event in your life, you kind of, well, you're changed by it.
Right.
You know, sometimes it goes the opposite way, and there's been times where it has gone that way. But it's definitely given me a different perspective on life.
Right.
I feel like I don't really go through things like easily. I think that's just the way that my life is. That's the way that my personality is. Like, everything's just intense. I don't do things like lightly.
Right.
If I'm gonna get sick, it's gonna die.
Oh my gosh, in the documentary, everything that kept happening to you, I was like, oh my gosh, not the appendix, not the next thing. I was like, oh.
But like, it's definitely like stuff like that, because I'm a creative person, and I knew that I was going to be out for, in my head I was like, yeah, I'm going to be out for 6 weeks, which is a long time to
Yeah.
be out
Yeah.
of like gigging or doing music or whatever else I was doing. So I gave the producers of that who filmed it, he's a mate of mine. He's like the big boss at a TV network, and he was my boss when I was an X Factor judge in New Zealand. And I went to him because I had a week before I did my last show, and then I was getting my operation. I was like, oh brother, I've got a project that you might want to be a part of, because the way that I think this is, even though it's like kind of like about my sickness, whatever, it's another creative outlet that I have, that I can educate people and help
Yeah.
people, and also show the journey. Because I think when you hear about people's journeys, especially back then, you see the beginning and the end, and some people end is like done.
Right.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, I want to go through this process, and basically had a meeting. I was like, okay, so I've got cancer. I'm getting my gut out next week. I've got my last gig. And he's like, what? I was
Yeah,
like, do you
that's-
want to
How do
film
you
it?
process that when you hear that? You're getting what taken
And then
out?
I'll be back after.
And then, yeah, so, but like, obviously we didn't, I thought I knew. I'm a know-it-all, so I thought I knew what was going to happen. But anyway, it happened how it did. But it was even good for our family to see, because it was the education of where the gene came
Yeah.
from and how it all started and who came before us. And it's because of that documentary, I've had like many cases. There's this one case that this guy came up to me and he's like, oh, hey bro, I just want to thank you for your documentary. My sister, my two sisters and I, they made me watch it, and I was like, oh yeah. Anyway, long story short, they found out that they had the same gene as me, not related.
Wow.
They had the same gene, and they all had cancer, and they didn't know, and they got their stomachs out, and they're like, thank you for saving our lives because of that education.
Right.
So it was the education, showing people, and because it's not a, like, it's, I mean, I was a person that always thought that I don't believe in science, all those things, they should have had a cure, you know, a little bit of a conspiracy.
Right.
Yeah.
Know-it-all, just a know-it-all, like,
Yeah.
they're like, they should have had a cure. But I'm actually the result of that science being done. I'm the result of like my grandfather and all my nannies and other korors going in and doing this. And because of science identifying this mutant gene within our family, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people all over the world, here in America, all over the world, that are saved because of my grandfather and my nannies and all of that. And that's
That's amazing.
Like that.
Yes, exactly. That is amazing.
So I'm just like pushing their work even
Right.
further because of my platform. Like
Right.
I'm well aware of my platform, and because of that, like I've had actual testimonials of people come up to me and go, "Man, I'm alive."
What a gift.
Yeah.
I mean, not only your voice, but just like what's happened in your personal life that's been able to help like other people that are out there like that
your
story.
experience that you could share so that people will understand
Well, how's your
how
mom?
important that is.
I was like, you watch your relationship.
I
I'm like, oh my God.
My mum's out the gate. She's always out the gate. That's just I'm a byproduct of her, and my middle daughter is a byproduct of me. So actually, and she's a byproduct of her mother. So you got 4 generations of out the gate, blooming loose
Oh,
people.
watch
That's
out,
great.
watch
That's
out,
exactly
world.
what it needs, though.
Straight
Yeah,
up.
for sure.
But no, she's good. She's in a new season in her life, and she's living. My little sister and her partner live with my mum in the Gold Coast. So we're all kind of separate in terms of where we live. I've got my mum, sister, and brother-in-law, and then my other brother and his wife and kids all live in Queensland. My other brother and his wife and kids live in. 2 brothers and their wives and kids live in Melbourne, and I'm the only one that lives back home in New Zealand.
Okay.
So, and I've been living back home for years, and they haven't lived back home for like maybe almost 20 years. So,
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I just wanted to touch on your documentary because it just hit home with me, you know what I mean? And it's just so emotional and raw, and then it just highlights who you are as a person. You know, so it just makes everyone who watched that love you even more, you know what I mean? Because you're using your platform in such a great way, especially for our own people, and I love how you ride so hard for the Polynesian culture.
Oh, we here.
And that's a huge journey that you had from Australian Idol
Yeah.
all the way through now. Is there anything that you take, that you would like give yourself advice from, like everything that you've been through from then to now, that you would tell your younger self when you first started?
Just be patient. I think be patient.
That's a good one.
Be kind to yourself. Yeah, and don't wear certain clothes and certain hairstyles.
Like what? What's
Like
the
what?
certain?
I'll tell you now.
Oh, okay. That's a after midnight show. Okay, that's
No. Like I've had some questionable fashion.
You know what? I think everyone's gonna have questionable
here,
fashion.
they
You
honestly,
give it 10
like,
years.
We want to see prove that.
We're gonna go ahead and pull that one
The
up.
idle days in the next like 6-7 years. Oh man, every photo needs to be reported. Every video needs to be reported, and anybody that posts it needs to go to jail.
Facebook is gonna give you that memory in 10 years. So
Straight up, man.
thank
And
Facebook
I've
for
got
that.
my mates to get me good is when we're like at like I don't know like dinner or something like that at somebody's house. They always do this to me and they bring it up on the screen. Honestly, like I actually want to just bash their screen.
Stay ready.
Always stay ready. Always stay
I
ready.
guess.
Man, and that's why I stay ready and petty, so I'll get them back.
Okay, ready and petty. We need that on a t-shirt. Ready and petty. Stan Walker.
I love that.
Well, let's get right into it. I just wanted to touch on that real quick because it was just an amazing documentary. Just wanted to hear about it from you. But let's talk about this concert.
Yeah, and
So-
you have a song coming out today.
Yes, or did it
yesterday.
drop yesterday? right?
Oh, geez. Oh, 2 days ago. 2 days ago it
Yes.
just came out. So
Yeah, I thought it was April 4th, so then I was like, is that New Zealand time? Or
Oh, yeah, so I think April 2nd here, but April 3rd in New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Nice.
you were right.
Yeah.
You were right.
Just came out and, oh, geez. That's why I'm editing today. I've editing the video today.
Oh, nice. I love that. You're still working on the go.
Oh, working on the road, but nah, just excited because I feel like even this song is definitely where I'm at the moment, where I'm heading, and it kind of like, brings everything together of what I've been doing, and even where I feel like we're at as a nation in terms of Aotearoa and the things that we've experienced, but also what I feel like the world has experienced, especially the Indigenous world, is constantly having to fight for, you know, our rights and our languages and our cultures, and to be seen, and for our land, for our natural environment, for our people, and for the future generations. And so this song is kind of like paying homage to all those of our tipuna who came before us, who have had to march towards that weren't ours. Then they're marching and they're fighting, and now the march looks a bit different now because I get to write it in the song. Like, who would have thought, you know, my forefathers, my tipuna were marching to war, they were in those trenches, and now I'm marching in a video clip.
Exactly. It's a different way, but you're still sending that message.
Yeah, just to empower our people and bring unity within our people, because my music and my message is never to like not include people.
Right.
It's just to empower the people that I know need to be empowered. And it's for all people. So yeah, I'm excited that it's out. I'm excited to do it on Saturday.
That's going to be amazing.
It's going to be amazing.
So then is there anything that the audience should be expecting from you? Anything exciting besides your new song that you're going to be performing?
I feel like me and my band, we're on. I can humbly say that my band is the best on where we come from on our side of the world. I know that this nation is the birthplace of gospel beasts and musicians, so, you know, we can't compete. But at the same time, I think you can give them a good run for their money. Oh yeah,
He's like, I didn't say that. He's
but it's just because our point of difference is who we are, where we come from, and how we hold ourselves. Because we're very proud Samoan, Tongan, Māori. We like those are who we like, Samoan boys, Tongan, Māori. We're so proud of our heritage. We're so proud of who we are. So we walk on that stage a little bit different. Mm-hmm. We know who we are, we know where we come from, and we know who we come from. And so everything that we do in our music, through the songs, we're representing that, and we're coming on hard. Like, we're not coming here to muck around or just give you a nice show. We want people's lives to be changed. And that's our whole purpose. Our purpose, my purpose, and everything that I do, whether it's a video clip, whether it's a song, whether it's performing live, whether I'm speaking to young kids, it's always to bring hope, life, healing, and joy. That's my ultimate purpose. But if I can bring excellence and entertain the people on top of that, that's just the cherry on top.
I love that.
Dude, well, we are so excited. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up with you because we know you have a lot that's going on today. But make sure that you guys are there tickets still available?
I will have a clue.
I'm sure there are maybe a few tickets available. I know that there are a lot of people that are teaming up with Polynesian News or Polynesian Days to kind of get the word out there. We're going to be there, so make sure that you guys are there. We are so excited for the show. We're so excited that you're here. Is there anybody else? My Sean's in the house. So what's up?
Can I just say, you know that this guy right here, like, he's young boy from Aotearoa, he's come over to live in Hawaii. This guy's the man on all the socials and all the stuff that he's doing. He's actually bringing together the Pacific community in a whole different way, and working at a place that I feel like breeds people that actually change the world. The first time I went to PCC was years ago. Me and my mum was driving, and I mocked her for it because she was like on the electric scooter thing. I was on there after. But that place is a breeding place for just people who are world changers. But what he's been doing, coming from, you know, we're not from a big country, and he's just so talented. So I just want to mihi to you, my bro. I'm excited I didn't get to see him at the last show, so this show, we on.
Can we have him say hi on camera?
Yeah, my Sean, do you want to say hi,
on camera?
Come on, my bro.
Come on. You here.
Yeah, so that they know you were here. It's instead of just on the picture?
Just for a couple seconds.
See?
I was here.
Oh, you didn't have, oh, okay.
Oh, you got a whole chair. There you go. See, you guys, we weren't lying. He really is here. But also, I want to do a quick shout out to Paradise Porch Floral, who provided our beautiful tea leaf lei, as well as the orchid lei that we got for him.
Oh, I didn't get one. Sorry.
He didn't get one. He's
Thank
not
you,
that
sis. Thank you,
special.
sis.
But shout out to them because she did want to welcome you guys as well and just give you that island welcome.
So, Maishan, what's going on?
Yes.
What's up?
What's up? I saw your nails. I'm here for it. I'm here
Can you
for
see them from back here? Wait, is that how? Like
Yep,
that?
like
There you go. There you go.
I don't want to appear too fruity.
No, it's all good.
There it is.
So you excited for the weekend or what?
I'm so thrilled. This is my second time in Utah.
Yeah, we
here
saw you guys were just here just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I love it so much, but I was only here for a day. So this time I've
okay.
got like 3 or 4 more days. Go
Nice.
see General Conference and then
See
perform.
what? I'm just kidding. What? What?
Was it a swear word around here?
Did he just say the G word?
Bleep that out for me. Bleep that
No,
out.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I love that. So what are you doing on social media that he was referring to? That
Well, I'm a musician. I love to share my craft, but I think my mission or my purpose on social media is to just provide a voice for the youth, but mainly the youth of the Pacific. And
I love that.
yeah, and I just love to share not only my culture, but those that live in the places that maybe have languages that are dying. Because I've grown up in a country where obviously Maori is our language, but it's not our main language.
Yeah.
And there's so many languages of the Pacific that experience the same thing. And so I'm on a little mission to do the same thing, but also to just be an example for the youth as well, so that they can know that, since I've walked a little path, a lot of people, they haven't really helped me out in my journey. So I've done it all on my own. And so I want to be just
That mentor.
I just want to be,
Kinda right.
like what's the word? Just an example that it's possible to do it on your own and to do very well on your own as well.
Well, that's awesome. You're leading by example, and I've been following you as well. So I'm just proud of everything that you guys are doing.
Thank you so much.
So let everybody know where they can follow you, where they can kind of see all this content.
Yeah, well, I love Instagram and TikTok. My name is Myshaan, Myshaa, and then on TikTok and Instagram it's NNN, so 3 N's at the end.
Sweet. Well, we are so excited that you guys are here. We're very, very, very excited for the show tomorrow. Is there any last words that you guys want to let our viewers know, or anything exciting coming up?
Get your tickets. I know that. Okay, you breeders out here. I've been meeting families of like 10. Bring the whole family. Bring the whole family. Get tickets. Get there early because we on.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you guys very, very, very much. And then we want to just thank everybody that's out there that's been watching, following us on Everyday People, the Pacifica chapter. We have reached over 500,000 people all across of our social media.
Wow.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're excited, and thank you guys for being here today.
Thank you guys.
Regulate, guys. I mean, does that mean the same thing?
I don't know, sis. I
Be
don't know.
great tomorrow. I don't know if that's the same thing.
That's all right. All right. Thank you guys for being here and watching us on Everyday People, the Pacifica chapter. Again, Maishan, Stan, thank you guys for being here. We're going to have the Tonga Sisters on next. Again, thank you guys very much. Make sure that you guys are following us on our Instagram, Facebook. Follow us on Manny's Everyday People and the Pop-Up Planter as well.
The planter pop up.
And we will see you guys in just a few minutes.
Stay tuned.
Kia ora e te iwi, ko te mo ko tēnei. We're here at No Filter Studios here in Tāmaki Makaurau. We're recording my latest single.
Pare mai kuarere ke I tau ara me know, yeah. Oh my tekaha, oh my tera ni mari, yeah. Kapanake ayo,
All right, everybody, welcome back to Everyday People, the Pacifica chapter. If you're just joining us, we just had Stan Walker and Maishan on with us. We were so excited. Make sure that you guys get your tickets. They are going to be playing up at Kingsbury Hall tomorrow night up at the University of Utah. And I just want to correct something that I said earlier for the shout out. So the 500,000, that's all across all podcasts, Culturally Rooted, 92.5. Everybody, thank you for getting the word out. And
we want to get the word out. Everybody get your guys' tickets. It's conference weekend. You need something to do.
Oh, is it conference weekend this weekend?
Really? Fired.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh, praise be, praise be.
Praise be.
All right, well, we have the Tonga Sisters here. We're so excited. So, ladies.
We're not the Tonga Sisters, the singers.
Not the singers. Okay, we should
They're
clarify
the
that.
rappers. They're the rappers.
We're Tonga Sisters.
We're the aunties of the Tonga Sisters.
Oh, well,
We got
that's
the
the
aunties.
of the Tonga
Okay,
Sisters.
Sorry
We
to
have
disappoint.
piano.
So sorry
Leah.
to disappoint.
So, ladies, go ahead and just introduce yourselves to all of our fans and your background and your families, because I'm sure you're related to a lot of people. I just found out we were related at the
Yes,
Polly
we
Strong
are.
event.
Yes,
So,
we
hallelujah.
I'm Tianu. I'm really socially awkward, but I talk a lot about the things that I love, so I'm not shy. I don't really know what else to say. I love my family, and I love. Okay, I'm just kind of blanking out right now. So
No,
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine.
We do that
Sis,
too.
if you need it. She's like, sis.
And I'm Leah Tonga Hansen, and I nice to meet you. That's it.
No, it's awesome. Well, we're so grateful to have you guys here. You guys are totally into like the politics in that world and that realm, right? And you guys just received a congressional award just recently. How was that?
Yes, please tell us about that. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, that wasn't really anything on our radar. But we are, so I don't really consider myself political. I am a civics girl, and we are both staunch U.S. Constitution girls, and that's been a long journey. But we are friends with Carlos Moreno. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but you should check him out. He immigrated here with his family from Venezuela.
Oh, wow.
And like he, as being here, he and his family sought political asylum. And he was the first Hispanic student body president at Salt Lake Community College. And so anyways, he is the one who nominated us for this award. We've known him for the past couple of years. We met him up at the legislative session, and he's trying to galvanize and strengthen his Latino community as well. And so that's how that award came about. And anyways, my sister and I, when he contacted us and asked us about this award, we both were like, nah.
About
like,
nominating you for the reward?
Yeah,
or that
You're like, I love you.
you sent a text message with just this emoji.
He was like, I want to nominate you guys. You guys deserve this award. And we were like, yeah, nah. We just don't care about stuff like that.
Right.
And like I said, I'm socially awkward, so I don't like being in front of people. I'm from the generation of women who just like to be in the back and get the work done. And even though we're in the back, we'll still tell you what to do in the front.
Yes, exactly. We'll stand back here. Don't look back here. Just listen to what
You're
I'm
one of
saying.
the back like, check your phone.
We got one of those too. She keeps us in check.
Yeah. We are those aunties.
I love it.
Yeah. And so anyways, he asked us and we were like, no. And then we had a conversation and we're like, okay, fine. So yeah, we went to the award ceremony and received our congressional award. And then,
How did it make you feel? Did you guys feel like a little bit like
you
oh,
wanted
like,
It felt like a Saturday because we had just finished. It just did. No, honestly. I mean, like, it's nice to be acknowledged, but we had just, the day before, we were at the Capitol until midnight when they had just finished the last legislative.
And weren't you
You're,
guys there
like,
like every
tired.
single day for their...
Well, we were watching every single day because we wanted to make sure that the bills that mattered to us were getting passed, or that the bills that we didn't like were failing. And So, but yeah, they go until midnight on the last day, March 7th. So
And you were there?
March 8th, yeah, and then we needed to be there at like, what, 8 in the morning?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
How did you guys get into this?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you get into this? Is this work? Like, is this what you do for work?
No.
Okay. No, but that's great that you go in there with a passion.
So this
Yeah.
started when our family immigrated here to America from Tonga, New Zealand. So we came here on a visa, and our mom is Maori, and when she got here, she knew the visa was going to run out, so she started building her resume. Okay, meaning she went and volunteered with the PTA and with the Boy Scouts because she was going to petition the one of our our state U.S. senators at that time, and our U.S. congressional representative to ask them if there was any way to extend our visa so that we could stay here longer. And so, out of necessity, my mom and you have moms and aunties who don't sit still. Even when they're sitting still, they're doing something.
Oh yeah.
And our
Cannot
mom,
sit still.
Our mom is like that, and so she was very active, and she did just that. And anyways, just since we got here to America, my mom has been engaged in civics to take care of our family and to keep us together. And then as we grew up, so the older 3 children in our family were born in Hawaii, so they're citizens. And then me and Moni, who's just younger than me, I was born in New Zealand and he was born in Tonga. And so,
And our only illegal one is the one born here.
yeah. So our mom, she stayed active in the community like while growing up. She was in the city council. She was on the governor's diversity committee, and she would drag me and my little brother to all of these committee meetings so that we wouldn't feel sorry for ourselves because we couldn't work because we didn't have a social security number. We couldn't drive. And so she would force us to go to these meetings at a young age. And so I've been privy to adults talking about civic engagement from a really young age. And I didn't care.
Yeah.
You know, I was just there because my mom forced me to be there. And then when
But in the back, you're like,
Or even
notes,
without knowing,
get
your
it
mind is still processing what you're hearing.
Yeah. And it wasn't until I got older and my sister got married and she had children and she decided to homeschool them. And her method of homeschooling was the Thomas Jefferson education model. And it's the way that they approach schooling is they read the original texts versus just like second edition text.
Right, all the books that update and
renditions.
change things. Yeah.
And because she was doing that, she became more civically active, and so then she started to drag me to like county convention and state convention and to the meet and greets with the candidates, and I would only go with her because I knew that all the candidates would have lollies.
Okay, different agenda.
So, yeah.
Always an agenda.
I'm just here for
Also,
the
the
candy.
introvert wants to go to all these meetings, all these town halls.
That's how you get them there.
Exactly.
Shit, what they serving?
You gotta
What they
have
serving?
candy.
I would literally just go up to the candidates' tables and I'll be like looking through the candy and I'll be like,
I'm gonna judge you by the lollies that you're offering.
But you do. You really do.
Do you? You're like, why they got dum-dums?
You only brought the Smarties.
They got the dum-dum sucker? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass on this
And
one.
then I got older and older, and I went home to film a documentary in New Zealand. And before I went home, my mom forced me to get my citizenship because I was only a permanent resident. I was one of those who was like, I'm never going to become a U.S. citizen. I don't want to divide my my love between countries. But she wanted me to get my citizenship, and so I did that in 2014. And then came back and had this, I think, fortified relationship with America. I think that happens when you go to a different country. You see your home differently.
Oh, for sure.
Things that you take for granted you may have not thought of in the way.
But then sometimes you're like, geez, I should have did this when I was younger.
Yeah.
I had that moment.
And so, and then I found a job where they asked me to teach U.S. citizenship to individuals who were eligible for naturalization. And so, and they didn't know my background. They didn't know my journey to getting citizenship. And so I did that, and in my journey of doing that, and just my whole journey just kind of compounded, and I was like, oh, I really care about this. And I already know the protocols and the procedures, and
How old were you at this point when you had that realization?
Probably in my 30s. Yeah, my late 30s. And so, and then me and my sister, in 2014, after I became a citizenship, we decided to go up to the Capitol. Our friend he held the pre-legislative boot camp, and we went to the very first one that he held. And so we went there and we saw the process, and then we've just been going ever since, just for a sister date. So we just go up to the Capitol, and then we go to Gormandy's after, because
I love that.
So that's why you went.
That's a little sister
She's like,
thing.
sis,
It is always
Okay,
about
then
the
I'm
food. It's always about the food.
So that's where we got it. We're like waiting
Always.
for the punchline. She's all big Gormandy.
And then Gormandy.
yeah,
I make my sister make sure that's where we're going
that's our sister date. I mean, like, I wish that we were like, the typical sisters that would like go shopping or, do our nails, but that's just not really us. And then this particular year, after last year and what's happened in our country, I decided, so we've been going for a decade up to session, and we've been going to committee and speaking in committee and following our legislators. But this year I decided to reach out to my House representative, and I asked her if I could read the bills that every bill she has to vote on. And so I read the bills that through the committees that she sits on. Mm-hmm. Some of them are.
Okay,
some of them are.
Not when you're reading through it at Gormandy's.
You want some time? I get it.
Okay. She said, it takes me as long as I eat my eclair, then I'm done with it.
Yes. Yeah. And so I just helped my legislator this year read the bills in committee and then on the floor, and that's it.
How did you get into it? Like the older sister starting to take her along. You were like,
bossy older sister.
Okay, I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, you're like Gormandy's after.
I mean, like, I don't know how you could read the classics. How you could read, I mean, something like the Declaration of Independence, the preamble. Read it in context. Read it in its original form, and not be impacted by it. I read some really great books. Because we were homeschooling, I needed to understand what it is I was trying to teach my kids. And so I started reading The 5,000-Year Leap by a man named Cleon Skousen, and it helped me to understand what I wanted to do to get involved in government. It became very, very important to me. And my husband didn't care about politics.
I was just going to ask about that.
No, it's not been an interest for him, but it wasn't until a bill... until the Paris Hilton bill came out. I don't know if you remember her bill came out like a few years ago. It impacted his industry, and it still is impacting his industry. And there was a bill that came out this particular session, and so he became involved in it.
So a light just clicked to him.
Okay. I did my job.
He's like, well, we get on our date up to the Capitol.
Yes. We're going to take a
Right.
No, we're going to go somewhere else because I don't want to be spending money.
Okay. So do you have are your kids, do you like, not force it on your kids, but are they involved in politics as much as you are? Do they have any interest?
One of them says, if the Republican Party could stop making things so political, maybe I would consider listening to what they say. They're not, I mean, like, I have a daughter who's a Democrat. I have, my kids are independents, and my husband is a libertarian. I'm in the Republican Party, so we're all just very different.
They have their own perspectives.
Yes, they do. Yeah. And we talk about it all the time, too. And it's uncomfortable, but it's good. We're actually having a discussion compared to like the discussion we were having earlier before our meeting, where we're actually listening. As frustrating and as challenging as it can be, it's really, really good to have open and honest dialogue with them.
I agree. Especially nowadays, because times are changing, life's evolving, things are happening differently. And when we were talking before we even started the show, like, life's just changed, you know what I mean? Like from when we were younger to now. I didn't even start getting involved. I'm not into politics, but I'm more aware of it now the past 10 years than I have been my entire 40 years of my life. And then my husband's totally into it.
Is he?
So, because he just always liked to stay involved, so that's how I'm involved with it too. That's awesome. It's kind of like, I'm like, I should have paid attention more when I was younger, because one thing that that being Republican is, I always just thought, oh, it's a Mormon thing.
No.
No, like growing up little
Yeah,
kids,
yeah,
because all
yeah.
your Mormons are Republicans.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so I'm like, so if you're a Mormon, do you have to just be a Republican?
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people in the church do that because of the Mormon church, that they are
Right,
Republicans
yeah.
without really going in and like jumping in like deep,
Asking the
digging deep
why.
and asking the why
Right.
and the
Yeah.
questions. But they ride harder than anybody else.
Yeah.
You know, so that's where I kind of get frustrated with it all. But you know, everyone should have their own voice.
Yeah.
But stick to it and own it.
Yeah.
Is all I want.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think it's great that your kids all have their own. They're able to have their
Yeah,
own like
they're not
thoughts.
interested in politics right now, but
Yeah.
I think that eventually it will become. I mean, well, no, I mean they're interested in what's going on in. They're interested in what's going on around the world. They care about humanity. They care about the causes that are important to everyone in society. They may not be at the legislature yet,
Right.
But
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to get involved in that more in the future.
Which would
Right,
be a
because
good
the way
thing.
your mom took you guys, and now look where you guys are. So I mean, that's little impact in your mind that you may not realize is happening. Yeah,
Yeah.
could totally be happening for them.
Yeah.
Do you ever see yourselves like running for office or for like community council or anything like that? Okay, she had to close her eyes for this
I
one.
ran you over eyes to say
She lied, she lied.
absolutely not.
I ran for city council. I ran
Oh,
for
you
city council. I
did?
did.
That's
I ran for city council
amazing.
back in 2017 for my city, and like a month before elections came about, because I was going and canvassing. I was knocking doors and talking to the people in my city. But a month before the election came, my husband ended up going into the hospital, and so I
Yeah, that's a lot.
dropped the ball
Yeah.
on that.
Hey, life
But
happens.
still, that's amazing that you did put yourself.
No,
out there
yeah,
for
and
that.
then I ended up running a community page for my city around that time that I was running, thinking, oh, this would be my opportunity, and I thought, I don't want to look like I'm being so selfish, so I just let people. I mean, it just became a community page, and now we have.
But you still.
So
started
you built
yourself.
something.
I
from
did
that.
build something as a result of that, and
For
and
your
it's still-
community, who's
It
actually.
is,
using
and I'm glad that we're able to do that. So I get to hear about all the issues that everyone has
Right.
with our traffic. So
Okay.
where I live, yeah, that's always.
Wait, where do you live?
I live in Saratoga Springs.
Okay,
But
that
yeah,
traffic.
Yeah.
Yes, that traffic.
Because everybody's driving that direction.
Well, I mean,
to
like in
Eagle
all
Mountain.
directions. Oh, it's so bad.
Ugh.
It's so bad.
We're gonna go ahead and take a quick break because we're gonna have a few more minutes left, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna finish off the show with the Tonga Sisters here. But be sure to make sure that you guys get your Get Med card for $75 per year. You can get a renewal or a new one. It's gonna be on April 18th, 19th, and 20th. But you can also go on to getmed.co to get that information as well.
Yep. Also want to announce that there is the Walk to Wendover Suicide Walk that's happening. So you can get signed up. We'll have information posted on our site. And then also another announcement is Apsy's Army?
Utah Jazz Bear.
Yeah, the Utah Jazz Bear currently has a GoFundMe account. He is going through cancer right now, I believe.
And he's the original Utah Bear,
Yeah,
and
so if you
he's
know the
helped and
Jazz
affected
Bear.
so many people. You know, so kind of log on there, help him out if you can. I know we're all struggling a little bit, but we also had the When You Need Me concert with Nettie 676
Yeah.
with a great lineup as well. Be sure that you guys click, like, share, and follow our Everyday People, the Pacifica chapter. But we'll be right back.
We'll be back.
Yeah. What's that?
They're not very good.
She's so pure. Even the ocean is amazed. She don't know. Whatever she does, the wind obeys. While I play the guitar and you're strumming on my heart, I think you're heaven sent. You are a blessing, and you're safe inside my hand. I found an angel. She fell from heaven yesterday. I found an angel. She holds my heart within her wings. I found an angel. the grave. I've never seen such colors when flowers in your place. Ooh, I'm playing the guitar, you're strumming on my heart. I know you're heaven sent. You are a blessing, and you're safe inside my hand. I found an angel. She fell from heaven yesterday. I found an angel. She holds my heart within her wings. I found an angel, and she is all that I need.
Are you kidding me?
That's
Are
it.
you kidding
All
me?
right, guys, welcome back to Everyday People, the Pacifica chapter. If you're just joining us, we have the Tonga Sisters here with us.
Not the singer
Not
ones.
the singers.
To clarify,
Again,
they're not
yes.
singing.
They're a duet, though. They're going to rap for us. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome back, ladies. All right, guys. So we only have 10 minutes left of our show, so we're going to kind of just finish off and talk a little bit more about you guys and your family. So are you married? Do you have kids?
We get down straight
get
down to
down.
your family line.
minutes.
Straight down to your family line.
This is my opportunity.
Oh.
I do it all the time.
Do it, girl.
Good,
Do it,
good,
sis.
good.
I would love to set her up with.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh my gosh!
So if you
Shannon.
know anyone cute,
All right. Okay, so we've touched a touchy subject, but she does like gourmandise and long walks on the beach.
Any kind
long
of
walks
treats?
through the tundra at
Yes.
the Capitol
If
before
it
we go
ends
to.
with dinner, you might be a winner.
Anyway,
Just kidding.
getting back to civics. Something that I did want to share was just to invite our Pacific Islander community to come out and engage. I think when people think of politics, they think of people who are really affluent, or they're very
important.
eloquent
Yeah,
in their
yeah.
speech.
Right.
They have read all the books and they know all the rules of lawmaking, and that's just not true, because I don't know all the rules. I don't know all the everything. All I know is that I care a lot about my family, and nobody's going to show up for my family like I will.
Amen to that.
And so in addition to everything that you guys are already doing, I know everybody is struggling right now and just trying to keep a roof over their heads. But even in addition to that, keep aware of what's happening in your local politics, in your state politics, in the federal level. Reach out to your city councilman, reach out to your mayor, reach out to your county clerks. I'm just thinking of the people that I am.
But I like how
doing the
you
same
brought
thing
that up, though, because that's me. Like, I never really got involved in it because I'm intimidated by it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not
What-
smart
what
enough.
about it
I'm not
is
going to
intimidating?
understand the
I don't
words
know
that they're
what they're
using.
saying.
Yeah.
They're saying it, but what does that mean?
Yeah,
You
and
know
do you know
what
what? I have been really blessed to have my sister, because she's one of those aunties that will just go up in front of everyone and ask the question.
But I love
Come
it
on,
'cause-
Auntie.
because we
Yeah.
do need that. Like, Shire people need those people that
Yeah.
have
Oh, I am not
the
afraid to
guts
look
to
the
go and do
fool.
that.
I'm not afraid to look
Absolutely.
the fool as long as I get something back from it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if I'm understanding what it is that I really want to learn, what does that mean? Why did you say this?
Yes.
It's like, I will ask those questions. I
Yeah.
have no problem. I
And-
have no
and-
shame.
And it
No,
just
I love that, though.
just gave me not necessarily permission, but I was like, oh, I have my own questions that I want to ask, and I don't, and it's not about, for me, it's not even about representation. It's just about doing the thing that you need to do.
Do what's right.
Yeah, and your family, fighting for your family and taking care of your community and your neighbors, that is always going to be the right thing to do. So reach out to those people. Go to your city council meetings. Go up to session next year. Come up with me and Leah. Our auntie's going to come with us next year.
Okay,
Love
gourmandise, girl.
it.
Gourmandise.
Gourmandise after.
Okay. Aunties are treating. We're all
meet
into
there, just
politics
meet there.
now. We're like,
And our cousins are going to come. And the point for me is not to, like, I don't want our legislators to feel threatened by us.
Yeah.
I don't think that is healthy. I want them to feel strengthened by us. And even if that means removing them, if there's somebody there that is not taking care of that mana or that authority that we have given them, then the right thing is to remove them. But we can only do that if we're there keeping watch over what's happening and taking care of your family. Don't just take care of your family in your home. Come and see what's happening and add your voice to the rest of the voices that are there.
Yeah, and don't wait to be invited to come. That's not, we have the Asian American Pacific Islander Day on the Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Don't wait
That's
just
not
for
the
that.
only
No,
day that you're eating.
no, there
Yeah.
are 45 days of session. Be there every day
Yeah.
if you can. If you want to, you can see it online. You don't need to wait to be invited to go, because it is as people will say, it is our house.
Yes.
It is the
I
people's
like that.
house.
And also that, because I know that we're a very humble people, and something I always go to in an argument, well, not argument, with my daddy about this, but also humility is not a doormat. Okay, our Savior, I was just talking about the Savior in my life. He was not a doormat. There were times where he turned over tables when it was necessary to clean house, and so you can be active and stay humble. And in fact, I feel like that is one of the gifts that we have to offer this nation, is that the way that we galvanize and call people to battle is through the heart, is through the meek and the humble.
Oh, and I
that's
just want to put a
that's
plug in. I
different
want to
kind
put a
of
plug in
movement.
for Representative Doug Fiafia. He will say things that I've seen some of the other representatives say. He would say something that would kind of
Ruffle feathers.
Well, not necessarily ruffle feathers, but help them think on something differently, to help see something
Open their
different.
mind.
Yeah,
And it
different
wasn't just Doug. It was also Jake Manu. He did such a great job.
You guys
Oh
should
my
watch
gosh,
your boy. You should be so proud
he's
of Jake.
so good.
He's so
He
good on the
is.
floor. And Verona.
Verona, my
Verona's
goodness.
bills. I really loved her bills this year. So come up and make a day at the Capitol. Go on a date.
But I mean, like the thing that they're
the
able,
Capitol.
but the thing that they're
Yeah.
able to do, the thing that
Go on a date, or
Go on a
if
date
you
to
need
the
a date,
Capitol.
someone that might be there.
The way that Doug and Jake and Verona spoke was in such a way that it was and it was unifying. It wasn't trying to separate. Oh, this is us versus you.
I read the bills and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I read some of Doug's bills and Verona's, and I was really, really impressed. You know, I loved how passionate
Yeah,
that they
and
are
the way
about
that
that.
they were speaking with other members of the House and other members of the Senate, I think that being Polynesian is a power. It really is a power, and it's so necessary to the fabric of freedom.
Especially at this time and age.
Yeah.
So come on out, family.
And we're shining. Polynesia, the Pacific Islanders are putting themselves
Yeah.
on the map even more, but they're now being highlighted.
Yeah.
You know, because we've always been doing great work behind the scenes, I think we have been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I would love to come up to one of those sessions with you guys if you guys don't mind, because like you said, I'm one of those guys who waits to be invited because I don't know when things are happening because I'm not involved.
gosh.
You know what I mean? So that would be great. Maybe we both can go up there with them.
Yeah, because I'm more like,
Right,
I
Cindy?
don't even know what's happening right now.
And because I want to go to Gourmet. I'm just kidding.
No, we'll find committee meetings for you to go to and speak, because I know that there will be things you'll want to speak to.
I think that would be great.
Awesome.
Well,
I think that would be great.
And whenever we're in committee, they always ask you who you are and who you represent. And I just say my name is Chianu and I'm here representing my family, because I mean, like,
I love
That's
that.
what you represent, literally.
what other cause is greater than family? You know, and because of that,
Amen.
I have to be on my toes. I have to see what's happening and asking the questions, even when I don't know if it's the right question. When you're like, I don't even know if that's the right word. I don't know what I'm doing. But if you find a cause that will push you through those vulnerable, like uncertain times, like, man, it's like the best feeling in the world. Even if I'm like, I don't know if I did that right, but I know that I'll figure it out along the way, and that there will be other people who will help to guide me in that journey. So come with us.
Yes, well, we want to
I
use you
love
two
that.
as our
And I love the passion that you have for that. Yeah, you
For
can
someone
totally
who's an
see it.
introvert, sure can get the message across.
Yeah.
And you can hear and feel the passion in that. You're very passionate about it.
Yeah, and like she said, because that's her passion,
Yeah.
and she's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
introverted.
Don't invite me
talking
to
about
parties,
that.
but let's go to sessions.
She don't want to go to that party, okay? She want to go to this party.
Yeah, let's go fight for our family's family.
No, I totally agree with that. So is there anywhere on social media that people can follow you guys to kind of listen in to on these videos that you guys are doing? Because I've watched some of your videos and you guys kind of just discuss some of the policies and things that you guys had witnessed up in legislation.
We're just on Instagram. We have a politics podcast as well, and it's Poly, P-O-L-Y, ticks. So we just talk about the ticks of what it is to be a Pacific Islander. And the hope is just to strengthen everyone. I think that what Leah was saying, like we do have a gift, and I think we need to not just nurture that, but be good stewards of that and invite others to strengthen their own gifts, because every culture has gifts and we all need each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let's just take care of our land and our country and our people and our families. And
Before we take off, before we end the show, like where can people find this politics podcast?
On Instagram, just Politics Podcast, and then just our individual Instagram. You don't have to follow our individual Instagram.
Follow them.
Not super special there.
No, but I think it's great. You know what I mean? But it just takes this maybe that will get other Polynesians that aren't into politics involved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like, okay, I mean.
But yeah, we had one of our aunties tell us, and she was in New Zealand, and she says it makes me interested to want to go and see what's going on in Parliament over there.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow.
And
See,
that's
it's
good.
gonna reach somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's gonna reach the right people who want to be open to it.
And speaking of gifts, everyday
my
people,
God.
we've been trying to give a little gift to our guests, so we've started this out.
Wow.
So here is one for you.
Yes.
One for you. You don't have to open it right now, but.
No, you have to.
Oh, you have to open it right now, is what I meant.
Sis, you have to open it right now.
It's just a little plant gift
I love that.
What does yours say?
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Oh, as I touch, I'm like, what does yours say?
What does it say?
Don't touch me.
But that's a little gift from everyday people in the
That is
planter.
That is so mean.
Yeah, be sure that you guys are following the planter pop-up as well.
Yeah, if you need plants, I have plants.
So this is her business.
I am.
So much.
I am. This is my company.
My husband is a plant guy. He's a green thumb. I keep the plastic plants very much alive.
Okay.
You know,
with
we
the
love
spray
that.
bottle and
It's
the washcloth
vibe.
guy.
Yeah.
I'm watering my plant.
But that's just a little gift from us to you guys. You're very welcome.
Yes. Well, we love you guys. Thank you for being on the show. I'm sure we're gonna probably have you guys come back, especially after we join you guys in on one of these sessions.
For Gormandies, because I
And
am
for Gormandies, okay.
Yes,
and then after
that's
the second
exciting.
session will be Chakarama on me.
Thank you so much, Lynn.
No.
Very, very
Appreciate you
welcome.
guys.
Thanks for coming over. I know you guys couldn't sing today, but maybe next
I
time.
know. Just warm up those vocal cords tomorrow. Okay.
We had all the
We're
singers on
looking to
today.
have the Tonga Sisters come and sing.
Yes, the Tonga is a May. I see ya. Get your girls on here.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining in with us. Members, make sure that you guys get your Get Med card at getmed.co. April 18th, 19th, 20th. $75 for a renewal or a brand new one. Then we have the Walk to Wendover Suicide Walk, along with ABSI's Army, the GoFundMe. But you can find all of this on our social media platform on Instagram, Facebook. But be sure that you guys are following us on our YouTube channel now.
And also, the planter pop-up.
Pop-up.
Get Rooted Plant and Sip is going to be at Gaipo on April 19th. You can get your tickets on my website, which is www.theplanterpopup.com. There's limited seating, so get your tickets now.
And the event is amazing. I was there, and my plant's still alive. And so Cindy's.
With all of his knowledge, he's
Cindy's
able to
plant's
keep
still
them
alive for now.
alive.
We love it. All right, guys, we love you. We'll see everybody at the Stan Walker concert and the When
And
You Need Me
the-
concert
yep.
at Gem Club. All right,
Great
guys.
weekend. Thank you guys.
Thank
for
you
being
so
here.
much, everybody. We will see you guys next week at 10 o'clock.